going in. It's not fixed yet, it's just kind of a mock-up of the position where it's going to go. You can see that's the, if I come back a bit, that's the, we're coming out and we're coming back around this way. So that's going to continue all the way around here, a really nice big curve, and then come back in on itself as well. So, and then it will go up in this direction. And up here, that nice curve, big section there has gone in. That's all fixed around to here. Needs the track laying on it. I've backfilled and continued with the planting theme. That's all coming on really well. Put some plants on this side, and I've been just throwing a few odds and ends of different kinds of the sedums in there, just to see if I can get this kind of effect, you know, what I've got going on up there, to continue down here. What slowed me down is this area here, this section of track, in fact all the way along around to here. I haven't fixed that down yet, but this has all been relayed. I started building the railway at this point here, and I went all the way around, and I arrived back here, and I was exact to the millimetre, and then something went wrong, whether it was that I finished work on the Saturday, came back the next weekend and forgot what I was doing, but somehow I made a pig's ear of this corner, originally 2 years ago, and in my kind of attempts to do something with it, it was higher. This came up higher than this, and as well as that, I had to cut and paste the track to match up these two pieces using this plastic track. And at the time, I wasn't very good at cutting it. I was still learning how to do it, and the track was crap. So the base work was crap, and the track was crap. So now I've cut some nice new track there. I've done some levelling out on the base work and brought it all together really nicely, and that's lovely and smooth now, and I'm very happy. I just thought, while I'm here doing this and I've got it all open, do it now, and so it's done. That section there is going in. It's quite a big chunk of work there. There's a couple of days' work just getting that up to there. I've used all of the spare pieces of baby's tears, angel's tears there. Just got them in. I think I'll use that. I think I'll keep the theme going all the way around to at least here, and then have some kind of a cut off there to go with the heathers along this section of the track. So for that we need ericaceous compost. That will decompressed in there. I've put a divider there to separate the two types of compost. I want the ivy to grow in this one and the heathers to grow all in this section here. This is one of the heathers that I've already had. One of those, I believe, around 16 plants. I picked up some painted Kaluna. They're bright, but just a couple of those. That is an experiment. 2 of the purple, 2 of the yellow. This is a winter heather, as are these here, and there's one there and one there. I've got a few of them. The beauty of the heather, which has driven my decision, is that you get spring flowering. When I say flowering, I just mean that this some colour. So there's spring colour, there's autumn colour, there's winter colour, and there's summer colour. There are many different varieties, so if I carefully place them along all this area, then I should be able to get something different as the seasons go by. I'm going to increase the distance between the earth and the track with some more ballast or something in there. I want this to creep up to the line as opposed to flowing over onto it. The same thing with the sedum. I seem to have found in this the sedum version of Baby's Tears, Mind Your Own Business, because this is absolutely such a powerful plant. So this section is into here. I've just put that curve in. Now I'm coming along this section here with this piece, and that's the straight track up to probably around here. This section is in. That's all fixed, top filled. I've got some. This is not Mind Your Own Business, this is Corsican mint. It's what they use to flavour creme de menthe. So this may be creme de menthe station. This is a creeping thyme. Not sure what they're going to do, but something silly like £1 or £2 each, 150, I don't know. That's doing really well. All the way along there, coming along, and underneath here I'm growing a new lawn. Look, coming on really well. Keep that net over there because it keeps the water in, stops the birds from eating the seeds. Let me have a look what we got. Oh yeah, winter heather. Look at this. Stunning. That is Beauty Ladies Best Natural Kaluna. £2.99. These are not painted, they're actually a winter flowering variety. You can see here, so healthy, and these are ready to go. Just some small buds on there. I've kept it in the reds for now. There were some whites and some more yellowy, but I want to keep it in the reds. So the idea is that all the way along this side of the track, the outside, is all going to be heather. Winter, summer, spring and autumn. There's a winter heather there, look. Just going into flower. Some mixed into there. So I think this really, if you look at this as a trackside plant, I think it works really, really well. So this section is going in to give you an idea of where we are. Over there, around there, and then along this section. Still using all these different old roofing tiles to make a wall, a retainer, essentially creating a border, and I've put the heather in there. This has just been fixed. Put the curry plant in there, just temporary. I'll see. I'm thinking of using those, quite a few more of those, so I'll see how that goes. As you know, this is all at the moment in the experimental phase. Plenty of worm casts, again, they're driving me crazy. Look. But that's time of year, and the soil, that'll be okay in the summer when it dries out a bit. The sedum's still growing very well. If you remember, I cut this, and that's kind of closing up again. They're filling out really nicely. the scraps that I threw down are growing. Look, still some roots showing, but in general they're growing, so I'm pleased with that. Everything's slowing down now. Where are we now? 22nd of September. So it's all slowing down. They can stay over there now. Nice, close together, keep warm in the frost. If it gets too much, I can cover them over. So I'm not going to, I was going to dot them about just to keep things pretty, but maybe I will with some of them, I don't know yet. But you can see, I've tried to do the heather quite informal. I mean, those there, you can really see they're very, very bright. But then these ones, when they go in the spring, wow, they're like that, even brighter. So again, it's an experiment. Some rocks in this side. Let's see the lawn under here. Look at that. Bearing in mind that was a bare patch of earth. So we've got a couple more weeks maybe to get the lawn in. Coming up here. Got to lay this piece of track. I'll do that today. The timbers are cut for here. So that's all we've got now. We've got the curve going in there, a long straight up this section, and then we're curving around to meet up with that. An unboxing. Well, nothing, well, blimey. That's well packaged. Playmobil track, brand new. You know, let me explain. If I come back, you'll see, can you see this curve here? The garden, when I put this garden in, the idea was everything was curved. You'll notice there that this rock feature is a teardrop in two axes. It's a teardrop this way, but it's also a teardrop this way. And that was the idea. Everything was curved. I since changed it, built the castle for the kids and the trellis. I built the trellis and the arch and things like that, but everything was curved. So the idea I had was to have some kind of a huge sweeping curve all along this area here, all the way around. So it was almost going to be a curve this way, you know, graduating into a curve that way. But with the radius 5, someone said on the comment recently, yeah, it's still quite tight, but they're good. And it's surprising, they are. There's a radius 5 curve there. And, well, this track doesn't follow the line of the garden. It goes towards the back. It's slightly diagonal. So this curve actually comes around and then goes back in on itself very slightly. But that's a radius 5 curve. I'm not going to be able to do that huge curve and then round and with radius 5s. I did make a radius 7, which is here. That is a radius 7. So there may be, I may try to do some radius 7s in this area here, but without the big huge curve I ran out of straight track after all that. Now I looked on eBay and someone was charging, asking £33 plus £4 post for 2 pieces, and it's getting harder. Now this is £35 brand new, direct from Playmobil. They still sell it, you can buy it new, £35 for 12 pieces of track, and that's free postage as well, so that's not going to hurt me. Some nice brand new track. So I'm just out here sitting down with number 2 on the track, and I'm going to run her around the new section. Be careful here, we're at the end of the line. Let's have a walk around. I can't walk on the lawn at the moment. So there's a nice full charge on the battery, and that's the 5 C-cell battery pack. So there's quite a lot of power, which is what I need to try to get a nice... Can you see how that just runs along the straights, takes the bends fairly steadily? That's because I've got the high power battery in there, running at a slow speed, rather than have low power and trying to speed the train up on the bends, the loco. We're at the end of the line here, so I need to be careful. Well, that's that. So here we are. This is the track that I've just relayed, ballasted, dyed, and I need now to do the polishing on the top. This is loose track. We're at the end of the line there. As you can see, it's going around there. I've got the base work cut, so we have the track, the new track coming around here. Along this, will go along this section and then around to join up with that. Got those pegs in the ground there. That's the datum, so I know that when I install that section and that section and that section, that it will match up with that section. So I'm just doing a mock-up of where I'd like the track to go. This is how I want it, although coming slightly close to the edge of the path, which means that I won't have much space here to do any planting or detail work. It's fairly close to the path, but that's okay. This small section here I can forgive, in order to keep that nice really wide radius 5 curve that I've got going around there. Just working out where this track will go. This one, to be honest, is way too far over anyway. So, let me see. That's doable, but I don't want to decrease this small space of lawn too much. I don't want that to be too much of a squeeze. So I think that it may be that this one comes off as well, and then we have to bring a curve. Where are we? Look there. That's too much as well. No, here we go. We're going into the realm of radius 7 now, aren't we? I'll put that one back, although again now that looks, is that too much? It is. Right, no, that's coming off again. Ha! Right, I need to get from there to there, or really to there. Now how can I do that? I can put some curves. No, I'm going to have to come up with something. Okay, success. We're here with the curves. So we've got the R5, and then what I've done is I've made a radius 7 there to get me into the right direction. That follows up with straight track to here. Then we've got 2 radius 7s there, and 2 radius 5s, 1 straight, and then we're back onto there. Now, so I claimed success on this section prematurely. I've actually spent 2 more sessions out here just getting this right. I worked out where I wanted it to go, and I made up 2 more straights, 2 more curves, and then with a bit of jiggling around and the addition of a couple of straights, I made it fit, which is what I showed you last time. But it was never really what I wanted. So now it's just a case of, well, I've done this piece, preparing 1, 2, 3 more pieces of deck. This section fits perfectly with the length of that decking. I used 3 pieces of decking for the straights to make it nice and strong. I've done the curve there, so that one there, I need to cut a new curve because that's for radius 5, and as you can see I've got radius 7 on there, and then a short straight piece to go in there. So once I've done that, that is the next thing to do. But I can now claim success and say that I've actually connected the track, so that's the second line all connected. So I'm very, very pleased with that.